そうだ、味方だぜ。
Hello, and welcome everyone to D6, where I, Xian, bring together voice acting friends and pretty friends and friends in general to a D&D live stream show. That was a really slow opening. I apologize. So, welcome back, everyone. Before we get into tonight's episodes, as we usually do, am I muted? I hope I am not. So, as usual, before we get on into tonight's episode, we do have our wonderful sponsors, our two wonderful sponsors. Our first sponsor, of course, is the wonderful people over at the Deck of Money. The mic is muted. Is it muted? Can you guys hear me? No. Nope, it's not. It is not. One person couldn't hear me. Okay. Okay. So I'm doing fine. All right. So, gonna have to edit that out. So, as usual, before we get on into tonight's episode of D6, we have our wonderful sponsors over at the Deck of Many, the wonderful people over at the Deck of Many who continue to make wonderful RPG reference cards, as well as some of their more recent homebrew, like Humblewood, which is very cute and adorable and also slightly dangerous, and it involves birds. In case if you like burbs, I suggest recommending checking out their Humblewood campaign, as well as the RPG reference cards that go along with the campaign. Also, their animated spells, which is now up to level 5, which I'm really excited about. All these wonderful reference cards, if you want to ever have access to them, like the Deck of Many Monsters, Deck of Many Things, NPCs, weapons, and conditions. These are beautiful, wonderful, well-crafted, and just generally I would have these at my table even if I am not online. I'm even using them tonight as they do provide some blank cards, which would help if you just need to write some notes down for your monsters as well. So if you guys ever need some RPG reference cards and you just want to get some help at the table, I really do recommend the wonderful people over at the deckofmany.com. That is the deckofmany.com for your RPG reference cards. And of course, our second sponsor is the other people that continue to support us. And by other people, I mean our patrons over on Patreon, and also some of the subscribers that continue to subscribe to this channel as well. Of course, I decided to finally write down some names. This way I did not forget. So we have Philip Warden, Shadow Neko, This Name is Taken, Sean Edwards, Schwarzlock, and The Joiner as well. These are wonderful patrons who continue to be our wonderful producers and give us their money in order to help create this show and several other shows, as well as support me on YouTube and this platform as well. So if you guys want to go ahead and check out the Patreon, there is a link down below that you can go ahead and click and check out what I can hopefully provide to all of you as a fellow creator. So with that being said,
Ray audio.
Yeah.
Yay.
Every week it's something with the audio, I swear to God. So I'm just gonna get through the quick announcements that just needed to get over for me. Number one is that I am still working on Fate Zero. That will be hopefully coming out not this week, next week. Next Sunday, or next Wednesday. It will hopefully be out this week. A few things are going to be happening for me. The first thing is that this Friday I am going to be performing my first ever stand-up comedy show in Pasadena, I believe, at the Ice House.
Ooh,
I'll be doing a
nice.
6-minute set, so I'm really excited. TV Head will be there, I promise. And then also on top of that, Saturday, I'm going to be recording for The Nightmare of Christmas. Going to be making that two-parter with, of course, Puffin Forest, Monty Glue, Joe Cat, and, of course, our wonderful artist here, Bracky, as well, which I'm looking forward to. And then this week, I will be streaming. I'll be back on the streaming thing because I took this last week to try and get as much as I can done on Fate Zero. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 p.m. or no, it will be 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be a bit earlier, Monday, Wednesday, Friday to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'll be increasing my streaming to 1 extra hour for those 3 days. And then also on top of that, just looking forward to playing some games. And the last thing is, if you want to find the latest episode of D6, I've seen this on Twitter a couple of times. If you want to find the latest episode of D6, the VOD is always accessible here on Twitch. However, if you want to get a slightly better audio version, at on YouTube. It will be up on Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's where you'll be able to gain access to that. So hopefully, if you need to find the YouTube, the link down below. There's all the stuff that you need to know. Links are all down below if you ever want to check anything out. And hopefully, we will see you there. And so yeah, those are all my announcements. So, Boo, how you now? What are you doing?
Nothing really new lately. It's just opening commissions every weekend. You can find me at Boo Radley pretty much everywhere. But just in case, can anyone hear a fan in the background?
A wee bit.
Me.
Okay.
Like slightly.
It's me.
Okay. All right. Okay, just move on to the next person. I'll take care of this. Okay.
All right. Bracky.
Huh?
Yeah, it's you.
Oh, I'm Bracky, aka Bracky Soid. I play River, the Halfling Fighter. For announcements, I don't really have much other than I'm just doing stuff every now and then, art at Twitter, my Twitter at Bracky Soid, and I'm streaming oftenly now a Pokemon Nuzlocke for Sword and Shield, a Pokemon Sword in this case. I'm going blind. I have no idea anything of the game. I paid the price of that today, but it's going to be fun. I appreciate no spoilers, if possible. But I'm gonna try to finish the game this week, which apparently is a really, really short game. So let's go.
Fair.
Frankie, quick question. When are you going to be like what time are you going to be streaming that? Because I'd love to watch it.
It's kind of sporadic, but I tend to stream at Central Time between 3 to the night time. I mean, around those times.
Okay.
But we just made the second gym, so we're doing some progress.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
That's
all right.
I have.
And next up is Caitlin.
Hello, I am Caitlin C37.
Hello.
You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Caitlin C37. Commissions are currently closed, and I am going to be gone for 2 weeks, so I'm not going to be streaming. But I'll be around and about, leeching off of other people. I'm sure, probably. So
Probably.
yeah.
All right.
And that's it from me.
And Tristan, how you now?
Doing okay. Probably won't be streaming for the next week or so, at least, since Caitlin's going to be here for the first week of when she's gone.
Obviously.
Yay. But you can find me when I stream at twitch.tv/Sir_Malervik and on Twitter at Sir Malervik.
All right. Good to know. Next up is Zito.
Oh yeah, you could just find me over at twitch.tv/Zito, where there's indie games that get played, homebrew content that gets made, art that sometimes gets commissioned and auctioned off, and played a little bit of Pokemon, ended up beating it, so not now, probably like way in the future will be a Nuzlocke, but before that, I have other creature collector monster games, like Monster Sanctuary, which is you got your Pokemon in my Castlevania, the 2D game. So Karen Quest will continue sometime this week.
All right. And last but not least, one Terrence Dry.
Hi, it is me, Terrence Dry, but my friends call me Captain Planet. You can... I didn't think that'd make you laugh, but okay.
They don't call you that.
It's
Totally.
Name like that.
It's so fucking out there, let's be honest.
In terms of announcements, I've just been voice acting for a bunch of different stuff, so you can pretty much catch all the stuff that comes out on my Twitter at Terrence Dry VA on Twitter. But other than that, just been playing a lot of Pokemon Sword. I don't think I'll be streaming it just because I kind of want this to be a personal thing, but like Bracky said, he'll be streaming it, so definitely check that out because I will.
All right.
Aww.
Yeah.
Aww. All right. And so I think love is stored in the Wooloo, you guys. Love is stored in the Wooloo. All right. So
Yes.
so with that being said, let's go ahead, bring everything up instead of down, because you guys are starting right in the middle of battle.
Oh,
boy.
boy.
Yeah, that's right.
Tonight's episode of
D6.
Are we ready for Yeti?
I hope you are.
Hot, wet, and ready for the Yeti.
Here comes Yeti Hunters
Yeah.
right here. I'm gonna catch me a squanch.
So,
Steam Squinch.
where we had last left off, when our adventurers have finally escaped the vicinity of the overreaching hand of one Lady Platypus and the Stone Guard Warden of Krog, you guys have managed to find yourselves atop the White Dragon Summit, and after meeting a Madame Elise, who happens to be a silver dragon, who has taken some mild residency there, has grown concerned with missing residents of over these summit people, and has heard that there are rumors of a couple of monsters that have been abducting people and ultimately killing them in the night. So, after staking out and hopefully trying to catch them, the party or a Lionel ended up getting caught himself and almost dragged near the cave of the Yetis. One bathing himself in red, the other one now currently licking the wounds. Everyone going in gun blazing. At this point, I'm gonna have to ask.
Why you keep
everyone,
saying like it's a bad idea?
it's gun blazing
No, it's fine.
because
As you say, as I'm loading my gun.
you guys need to start making initiative rolls.
No, listen,
Oh,
I'm that one.
boy.
Lionel's that one fucking meme of Keanu Reeves putting an ammo clip into a Glock.
Yeah,
With the
I-
lens flare eyes.
Yes.
I have that actively on my desktop. So I'll send that later, though. We have other important things to do.
All right.
All right. So as
Okay.
usual, as I usually ask, Franz.
He's muted.
Hold up. I think I just fixed it.
There you go. You sound clear.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Ew.
All right. So I realized what was wrong with my mic. I realized what it was.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't plugged in.
Yeah.
That
Whoops.
will do it.
Amazing.
That'll do it.
That will
I
certainly do
am
it.
not I'm not the brightest tomato in the carrot field, everybody. Just want to throw that out.
Yeah. All right. So, Franz,
All right. So
what's your
this is-
initiative?
it's rolling on. All right. So, my initiative. Let me. That is going to be a 14 plus 3, 17 altogether.
Okay. All right. Garu.
I got 12.
River.
That's going to be 21. No, 22.
Okay. Lionel.
15.
Canis.
9.
And Helena.
12.
What's your initiative?
4.
Okay, comparative to Garu.
What's your dex compared to Garu?
Oh shit, my bad. Sorry, I stepped out. It's my like the bonus or like the whole stat in total.
The mod, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my extra dexterity is 2.
Okay, so Helena will go first.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Can I ask? Nah, never mind. You already got it.
Well-
No, don't worry about it. You already got it.
okay. So that being said, start at the top of the round. Obviously, River.
Fuck.
You are right here.
Yep.
So
Good.
give you an idea.
The other one was better.
Oh.
So I can see the scores properly. Thank you. So I think I can get barely to the edge between the white Yeti and us. For 25 square movement.
I remember he was supposed to be here. He's there. Sorry.
Okay. Well, never mind then.
Yeah. No, because I remember the picture, and I was looking at it, and I'm like, I just needed to check and see if he could fit right there. No, it's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, I remember he was over there too. Anyway.
So you know what? I'm going to leave that guy to the other. I can go to either side.
Better to.
You know what? I'm going to tank the red guy. So get me as close as possible with 25 feet of movement.
You can get about there.
Very well. And I'm going to place myself in a dodge position, dodge action. So I'm going. If they attack me, it's going to be with disadvantage.
Okay. That's good to know. So you're gonna dodge action.
Yeah.
Where's my tool?
I'm gonna get the attention.
How is it that I always lose this fucking tool? Is it you?
I don't know. The dog is judging you.
He is certainly judging me. Oh, there it
Look at
is.
his stubby little legs.
He, my little yamper. All right,
He knows what you're doing.
he knows what I've done.
Dude, I was looking into pets. I want to see how much of a corgi was. They are fucking expensive.
They
Yeah,
are,
purebreds are insane.
Yeah.
and
Pets are expensive, period.
I lucked out with him. I'll tell you the story later. Oh no, wait, you guys know the story. Never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've told us.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, he goes second. Fuck.
You're fine.
Oh boy.
An aura? What is this?
He's got an intimidating aura.
Rhino. Well,
Why the fuck did you put me in the front? That is the
Oh, no,
worst
wait, no,
thing ever.
that's-
Why would I actively stay in the front?
no, you're
Yeah,
not.
that's,
No,
yeah.
No, I think you're in
you're
between all of us. That's Leroy.
No, I'm
That's
sorry. That's my bad. This is Lionel. This one is. Okay, Leroy.
Leroy.
So.
You're in between everyone.
I was about to say, what the hell?
Yeah, the guy who's at half health. Well, let's put the squishy guy at half health in the front line. Good idea.
The squishy guy at half health is the one standing in front of the tank healer.
He's the
Okay.
tank, of course.
To be fair, I didn't actively put the piece there.
Well, you said you were in front of Canis, so that's the reason why Canis is all the way in the back.
I know. I'm. Listen, it's fine.
I'm
All right.
hiding behind the people who can pass a reflex save.
All right, so I need River, Leroy, and Guard to all make Constitution saving throws.
Constitution
Okie
saving
dokie.
throw.
I got a 15.
Is this against a fright? Yarrow?
Huh?
Is this against a fright?
Fear effect.
No.
Yeah. Nope. Okay.
I got a 15, so.
Constitution saving throw. Okay, good. I'm good at those. Not that good. Wait, 14.
Okay. And then Leroy does make his check. All right, so here's what happens. As this hulking, painted red mass begins to step forward, he looks down at everyone that can be seen in the immediate vicinity. As you guys see, his eyes are not that usual cold white blue a Yeti would give off. This one has a tinge of red behind it. And as you stare, you feel yourselves begin to freeze down to the core of your soul. And at this point, River and Garu, you are both paralyzed for 1 minute.
Wait, question.
It is
If this effect is like done by staring, would what's it gonna do with Garu? Is it just
Garu is unaffected. He can't see.
Yay!
Nice.
So River, you are affected, and Leroy made his check. However, he does take half damage.
Oh, poor
I
River.
just remembered.
So what paralyzed me? Exactly.
It is the effect of being an abominable Yeti.
Okay.
It glared at you menacingly.
Okay.
It used scary face.
But so it's a fighting? No. Okay.
No.
It's paralyzed.
No, it's not
So,
fear. It's
River?
paralyzed.
Okay.
You take 21 points of cold damage, as well as 5 points of necrotic damage.
What the fuck is this thing?
And
A
then,
demon. I
uh,
think.
Garu, you're unaffected, and then Leroy takes half damage.
Yeah.
However, he does not take necrotic because he's already there. Alright, so with that, River, as you are standing frozen, he's going to make his 2 attacks onto you.
Okay. So what happened to my dodge action?
He has attack on advantages, however, because you already prepared your stance, it's just going to be a straight roll.
Sure.
So the first one is going to be a 21 to hit,
Yeah.
and the second one is going to be an 11 to hit.
No.
So the first hit is 7 points of slashing damage. And
Question though.
hold on.
I'm
And the second hit is going to be 4 points of necrotic damage.
didn't that miss?
Yeah, you
No.
missed.
That's the full effect of his claw attack.
Multi-hit.
So, as he comes down with one roaring claw, as it scratches against the side of your shield, you feel your entire tensed body move, and then suddenly you feel as if your life is being drained from the very side of your body. It is ripping into the side of you, and
Question.
you feel pain.
You said I'm paralyzed.
Yes.
So it's a critical hit.
You are right.
So I'm dead.
Why'd you do
you're
that
down
to yourself?
Because I'm fair.
Oh, that's
a
not good.
critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet. I have a DM screen and I barely look at it. So, at this point, all of you guys is you watch River.
Can I reaction shield?
Is it a reaction spell?
Yep.
I think that's a self only though.
I think
Oh,
that's
it's self.
only.
Never mind.
So, as you guys watch, as this thing claws into River, suddenly you see her just drop.
And it was the first hit. Just
River, do you understand the effects of necrotic?
I don't know. I don't know. In this campaign, I don't know.
In this campaign, if you take necrotic damage and the necrotic damage ultimately results in you going to 0,
No.
are no-
The thing that got me to 0 was the other one. Was the slashing.
okay, his slashing does have necrotic.
Okay. Sure.
When you hit 0,
Uh-huh.
there are no death saves.
Okay.
Oh no!
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Oh.
So
Why did you say anything? Jesus
Because it was going to
Christ.
get me anyway. I had 30 points. 27 of slashing damage plus the necrotic was going to kill me anyway.
all right.
What?
But you could have at least had a save if you didn't say anything.
No, I told you the slashing damage got me and critical got me to the 0. But then he said it has necrotic anyway, so everything is necrotic.
Well, it's
so
the
it killed me.
necrotic
All right,
and slashing,
guys.
so yeah.
So he's gonna move further into the cave, and then that's gonna be the end of his turn. Franz, it is now your turn.
So hold up.
Hello.
River's is dead.
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 Oh shit!
Holy shit.
Can I at least try to heal her or something? Get Sir Waddles the Third or something?
You can certainly try.
Okay. Franz is immediately gonna walk over the river and just do something, resuscitate Slapper. I don't know, throw some water on her.
All right. You run up to River, and you summon Waddles the Third. And as Waddles pats a very fucked up River, it's almost as if it's just not pushing the life energy that you would expect.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Ooh.
Franz, do you want to do anything else?
Franz is gonna pick up River and just kind of hold her, and he's kind of reeling from this because this is not right.
Yeah, so no one minds if I use a fucking fireball at 3rd level, yeah?
Go for it.
Unfortunately, even if you do pick up River, you don't have any movement.
That's fine.
All right. So that's the end of Franz. Lionel.
Where can I throw a fireball at 3rd level that will hit both of them and not anyone else in the team?
Unfortunately, there is that wall here, and then we have that.
And the Yeti, the Yeti in the pocket side is the one that took the most damage.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd rather not have to deal with 2 Yetis for the price of 1, so throw the fireball in there and nuke the fucker.
All right.
Yeah, that's a good
Go
plan.
ahead and
I'd take out both of them.
since
My spell, let me double check it for you. Fireball is a dex save of 14 on it.
Okay. It's gonna be a 15.
Alright, it beats it. So, it's taking half of 96 fire.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
3rd level.
Okay. 9d6. That is. That's a good fuck.
Alright, so 5. Let me calculate this. So 5 and 3. I'm gonna get my calculator out so I don't fuck this up. Calculator. Son of a bitch, my thing's. Sorry. Alright, so 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 5 plus 1 plus 5, 6, 7, 8. Next 2. 5 plus 1. And last roll. 6. So 29 divided by 2. It takes 14 points of fire damage.
Okay. So, recognizing that the big white one that's standing in its little alcove, licking its wounds, you hurl a fireball, and poof, the pressure inside that small chamber bursts out, and you begin to see the structural integrity of that little alcove is beginning to wane heavily. You see rocks beginning to fall, and he does take a pretty heaping hit. So that point. All right. So, next up is Helena.
Alright, so white one's still up?
Oh yeah. You begin to see that there are some rocks down here beginning to build up as it's starting to collapse.
Yara, there was one more thing I wanted to ask you before we moved on to the next turn. I wanted to ask, can I pop a healing potion?
You can as a bonus action.
Cool, then that's happening.
Yeah, that is one of my home rolls. If
all right, so for 1d4 or what was it again for just regular healing?
A regular healing potion is 2d4.
2d4. All right, here I go.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 HP.
Okay. Good to know. All right, Elena, what are you doing?
Okay, how bad does White One look?
He's looking rough. Not like almost dying rough, but he's looking beat up.
All right. How much movement do I have to Red Boy?
You could get up to Red Boy if you personally wanted to.
Okay. Going up to Red Boy.
All right.
All right. I'm going to do my my 2-weapon fighting. So I'm going to do dagger. Are these both sneak attacks since Franz is there?
Unfortunately, no, because he's seeing you. He sees you.
Large character in a 10-foot square.
Yeah, but sneak attack works with another ally next to him.
However, he is also not engaged with it.
Franz is right next to him. Isn't that being engaged?
No, Franz is next to River, not in front of the Yeti.
But the Yeti is right there. It will
Being
work.
engaged is within 5 feet anywhere around him.
All right.
I'm pretty sure that's how that works. We've had this argument before.
I feel like we have. I'm just double checking to make sure. Don't want.
Also, I'm just gonna say this right here. If Canis does have the Revivify spell, I have a diamond.
Diamonds.
No, that's wrong. I need them for my arcane components.
Oh, so
I have one.
I don't know, like I never memorized it because I didn't even know we had them.
I absolutely need one for my components. So if I cripple my spells in half, we can revive River.
But he doesn't have it prepared, it sounds like.
No.
I'm gonna say for right now no, because he isn't engaged with Franz at this moment.
Okay. Dagger anyway.
Question. Would that mean that Franz could just bow away and not have an opportunity attack?
He ran out
That
of
is
movement.
true.
Oh.
That is true. He never engaged with him. If you legitimately try to pass him, that's another thing. But if you move away from him, never engaged with him to begin with.
Sure. Yeah, the only thing Franz, he went and tried to use Sir Waddles III to like heal River. That didn't work, so then he just stayed there and just picked up River, and that was it. That was pretty much all he could do.
Yep.
All right. So I assume a 12 doesn't hit for that first one.
No.
Going to assume a 13 doesn't hit for that one.
Unfortunately, no. As you pull out your dagger, it feels like as you try to cut through, it's almost as if you're hitting some very difficult and hard spots. It's almost as if the thickened blood has acted as like an extra coating of armor.
All right. In that case, I'm going to use my new toy. Bonus action, I'm going to Misty Step 30 feet away. I'm going to use my fear effect for this. So he has to beat a DC of 11. If he loses, he will be afraid of me.
And is that a wisdom?
Until the end of my next turn.
And where do you want to go?
Let's go back kind of towards the direction where I was originally.
Put you right about there. Alright. And then wisdom is going to be a 13. So, as you basically woof out of striking, almost enraged, trying to make any assault onto him, and then suddenly you are gone, and now he's even more pissed.
Great.
Alright. So, that is Garu. It is now your turn.
All right. After sensing death in the air, Gar's gonna like instantly get enraged and just walk up straight to the red Yeti.
All right.
All right. Then to start off, he's gonna do an unarmed strike.
Okay.
Kick him in the Yeti balls.
All right. Got 19.
That will hit.
All right. So roll my Let me roll my regular D6 first, and then I'm going to activate Flurry of Blows. That is a 6, so that's 9 for the regular damage, and I'm going to roll for a Flurry.
All right. So keep in mind,
Let's
in
see
order
that.
for each hit to hit, you have to roll for each hit.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like trying to find the dice for it real quick.
All the
It's like,
d20s, all the d20s.
All right, just sorry, I gotta look at my sheet. It's a okay. Fuck, that's the wrong one. That is a 16.
That will hit.
All right, good. Do another D6. That is a 4, so that's a 7.
That will not hit.
Oh no, I meant for like the damage roll for the.
Oh, 7.
Yeah, that damage is another 7. This is for the for the last flurry. That is a 15.
That will hit. That just barely hits.
Okay, so we know the AC now. That is a 5, so it is 8. Then he's going to activate a key point to. Let me just look at the effects. Sorry, like I gotta bring up the menu and all that.
So,
Where is it?
as you strike the first time, you feel the clotted blood and the smell of death on the breath of this thing. You feel as if like there's some aura that's coming down from whatever this thing's face is for you. And
Hold on,
out
I still haven't rolled my open hand technique. This has got like a. Whenever you hit one of your flurry of blows attacks, you can impose one of the following effects of the target. So I'm gonna push him 15 feet.
Okay.
He has to roll pass a DC of 13.
That's a strength check, right?
No, it's a dex save.
Dex save?
No, wait.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it is a strength check. Never mind.
Okay. That will be a 16.
Fuck. All right.
So, as you just feel the fear and enraged at hearing the sound of your small halfling friend hit the floor, you just start pummeling into this thing as hard as you can. It remains almost unmoved, but you feel something connected.
All right. And for my last action, like I still have one more attack.
You have your
And I'm going
first
to
attack,
use
your second attack was your flurry of blows, and then your open hand technique.
Wait, Wes? Hold on. Starting at second level. Hold on. You can access energy when you're.
You have
Hold on.
2 normal attacks.
Hold on. Immediately after you take the attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. So it does count as 1 action.
All right.
And I did spend a key point.
Okay.
Anime.
And so, for my last action, I'm gonna do like a. I'm gonna use my breath weapon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that is. He has to pass a 12 dexterity throw, and he takes half on like a failure.
That will be a 4.
Nice.
Full damage.
So now I gotta roll 3d6.
Always good to have
That is a 2. That is a 4. And that is a 4. So that plus 3. No, wait. Yeah. So that is about 10 damage.
Okay. All right. All right. So that is going to be the end of Gar's turn.
Yeah.
All right. So as your turn ends, Blood Yeti is going to use his one and only legendary action.
Fucking horse.
So I need. I hate how this is a 20-foot radius when everything's always 30 feet.
Remember, gang, when you get past 5, legendary actions come into effect.
Alright, so it's just gonna hit out to about. Yeah, no. So, Lionel, Helena.
We lost signal, by the way.
Yeah, we
We
can't
lost
see
the
it.
camera feed.
Whoops. Sorry. Happens every time. This is the reason why I switch cameras. So, and Leroy. It's probably not so. So, I need everyone. Garu, Franz, Helena, Leroy, and Lionel. I need you all to make dexterity saving throws.
My best
Nope.
stat. I rolled a 6, so I failed.
I got a 16.
I got a 19.
I got a 16 overall.
Alright. So, everyone that made 14. 14 and above. Oh, that's good. Okay, Leroy's fine. So, as you all see, this thing begins to bulge, and suddenly his entire body relaxes, and then suddenly all the red and blood begins to flow towards the floor, and it begins to harden and crackle, almost as if all the blood that is around this cave begins to culminate towards your feet. And for those of you who made your checks, you begin to move fast enough, and you feel the blood break and crack away. So, Lionel, you are considered restrained,
Neat.
and let's see. Everyone here. Just before. So you all take 10 points of necrotic damage. To those of you who succeeded, take half. So 5 points.
I have evasion, so I take nothing.
Alright.
Yeah, I have evasion too, so I take nothing too.
Alright. And so Franz, you take 5, and Lionel, you take 10.
Yep.
5 necrotic damage.
Back to where I started.
We still have the death ward on you. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. So, it's now the Yeti's turn. As he begins to make his way. You see as he is lumbering out of there trying to get away from the rocks that are falling behind him. He is currently patting himself, scared as all fuck. He is still on fire from the fireball, and he is going to see Leroy, and he is going to just start attacking randomly. However, he does have his disadvantage.
Since he is diagonal, though, is he engaged?
Actually, he is considered engaged right now because he is engaging with Leroy. So, first attack is going to be a 15. Trying to remember, Leroy. I apologize if things start getting weird.
Fighter went down on turn 1. It's already weird.
Right? This is what happens when I don't boot up my stats immediately. Here I was, prepared all week. Here it was. I only had his health points written down, which was really bad for me. Okay. So unfortunately, that does hit. 9 points of slashing damage. And 7 points of cold damage. Leroy is looking rough. And with that, that is going to be the end of his turn. Canis. What are you doing?
He'll cast slow on both of the Yetis. Both of them have to make a wisdom save.
Alright. The first one will be the Blood Yeti. So that is going to be a 15 for the Blood Yeti.
That passed.
Second Yeti is going to be a unnatural 20.
Alright. Doesn't do anything if they pass.
Alright. So as you begin to pray, you hold the symbol of Bahamut in your hand and you try to exude your magic out. Try and get these things to feel. They just seem too hulking and a little bit more wittier than most beasts. So that will. Is that going to be the end of Canis? So have your bonus action.
Yeah, but he doesn't have anything to spend it on. He'll move and engage the other Yeti in melee.
This one? Alright.
Yep.
Alright. So that will be your turn. It's now top of the round. Alright. Here we go again. Alright. I need Canis, Leroy, Helena, and this time Lionel to make Constitution saving throws.
I'm restrained. Doesn't that mean I automatically fail?
On Dex and Strength, but not Con.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh,
your,
there goes that dice.
your feet are caught. You can't move from where you are.
Con. Not natural 20.
I got a 7.
5.
5 is going to be alright, so Lionel, as you begin to peer over and you begin to see the slightly red and blue tinted eyes of the of this Blood Yeti, you begin to see your friends as they all begin to still themselves and frozen in fear. So,
Is it a fear effect?
it is a paralysis effect.
Yeah, no, I keep asking that. You keep saying fear.
They're gripped with
So
fear.
what
for
is
flavor.
it?
Grip for fear with flavor. It's paralysis for mechanic.
Yeah.
So, you will take you all take 11 points of cold damage.
Not me, because I can't see him.
That's the reason why I didn't say you.
You didn't say you.
Oh, okay, sorry. I saw the radius, so I just figured.
I
And-
succeeded the save. Do I take half or no?
You will take half. And then, as well as 11 points of necrotic damage for you, halved. And
I'm
ass-
resistant to necrotic.
Yeah, I was gonna say. And then, of course, Leroy doesn't take anything. However, he is at 1 hit point.
This ain't good.
I'm dead.
Death Ward, you're
What?
at 1.
Oh wait, no, wait. I'm sorry. Calculator. did not equate the 11, and I didn't take the half. I'm sorry. Fuck. Jesus.
Okay.
We might need to back off, I think.
Yeah.
And we might need to back off and recoup.
They move faster than us.
Yeah, we're pretty much in a deathlock here.
I have ball bearings. If I can go last, I might be able to at least trip them up.
Yeah, I'm at 16 out of 44.
Yeah, we really might need to back off.
Yeah. We know where they are now, so let's just get the Dragon Lady to do their job.
Oh boy.
Alright. So, at that point, actually, he needs to make his last 2 attacks, and he's going to make them onto you, Gar.
Alright, fucking bring it.
Alright.
The little bitch.
The first one's going to be an unnatural 20.
Fuck off. Okay, yeah, sure.
And
Okay, yeah, sure. Why not?
Second one's going to be a 23.
Fuck it. Both of them hit. Why not?
So you take
Fucking lovely.
You take 8 points of slashing damage and
Okie dokie.
9 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, well. Alrighty.
Alright. That the end of his turn. Actually, no.
Yes, let it be the end of his turn.
He's gonna actually back up a bit.
Okay, good. That's a smart move.
Wait, Yarrow, now I am a little confused.
Well, no, he does have his attack of opportunity. So, Garu.
Okay, yeah, let's fucking pelt this bitch. 13.
He needs to. He's just trying to make his point. That will not hit.
Okay, yeah, figured.
So, as you feel the air beginning to displace away from him, you swing wide and suddenly nothing. Alright,
Well, I mean, you can't really see 2 feet in front of him, so that's to be expected.
fair enough. Alright. Alright, so. End of his turn. Franz.
All right. Quick question: is Lionel still like not able to move?
No, he's able to move. He has his movement.
Okay, so he's not like restrained by that weird blood stuff.
I think only Lionel was hit by the blood
I
thing.
was only hit by that.
Right, but I'm saying like, are you still like?
Yeah, I'm still restrained.
Ah, okay. Well, what Franz is going to do, he's going to go over to where Lionel is and then touch him so he gets freedom of movement.
Alright. You run up to Lionel, and you are
Yes.
very much holding a river underarm, and you just tap him on the head, and he does have freedom of movement.
Yes, it's all it's for the duration of the target's movement is unaffected by difficult terrain and spells and other magical effects, and can neither reduce the target's speed nor cause a target to be paralyzed or restrained for up to 1 hour.
Good to
And
know.
that will be all Franz is doing. He's like, we need to leave. We need to leave. We need to leave.
So, that will be the end of Franz's turn. Lionel, you are...
Witch
you are-
bolt at level 3.
What?
Unlimited power.
Unlimited power.
as you stare up and you see what I'm assuming is this Yeti,
Yes.
as you just raise your hands, your ice snow covered feet, and Palpatine this motherfucker.
Not 20!
All right.
Nice.
Yes.
The natty 20. So, go ahead. Roll your dice. Double it.
Oh, 3d12.
Ooh, that's... Now I remember why I like Witch Bolt so much. It's because of that.
I am 200% done with this.
Woo. Woo.
A 12
We took care
and a
of
9 on one side.
Well, we took care of half of the problem.
Hold on,
Yay.
hold on. That's only one roll. So 12 plus 9, and now the next one. An 8. 8 times 2. That's 58 points of damage.
Lionel, like a motherfucker, just completely rabid at this point. Frozen feet, you're feeling it nippy, might get a bit of frostbite, hopefully not. And as you raise your hands up, seeing your beautiful halfling friend being carried under, and suddenly you feel freedom of movement, your feet break from the ice, and then Witch Bolt, as lightning begins to leave from your hands, and it just starts shocking up all the way past its throat, right through its eyes, and suddenly you begin to see begin to spill out of its sockets, and it falls back.
Can I flavor how I fucking just did that?
Sure, by all means.
Alright, Lionel uses his Witch Bolt, but it shoots him from under his feet. He fucking, like, Black Adam folds his arms, stands up in the air, floats over to the thing, choke slams it with his tiny little hand, and fucking lets loose the Witch Bolt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just like... just shocks the fuck out of this thing, and just drops to the ground.
Half of my clothing is now charred off, by the way.
Oh. Revealing a vicious possum six-pack.
No, not at all.
Damn it.
Not the fuck at all. That's too silly.
I wanted...
No.
I had hope.
That's too silly.
Knowledge is power, and power is fucking muscles.
Alright.
He blew up his snow pants. He's Donald ducking it again.
It's the 6-pack of books.
Alright, Helena.
Okay. I'm going to just get a clear shot at Red Boy, and I'm going to shoot at it.
Yep. You got it.
How's a nat 1 do it for you?
Nothing. As you fire off, it glances off the side of the cave and it breaks before it even meets him.
Okay. I'm gonna just move towards the door, and I'm gonna just pull out some ball bearings if we're still bailing. I'm going to wait for everybody to leave.
Alright.
She'll be last.
So, Garu, what are you doing?
Gar's gonna bolt for the door and pick up Lionel on the way.
You make it just to Lionel. You begin to pick him up.
Alright.
So,
Wait, can I dash?
You can't pick up and dash. You have to either choose to dash and run past me or pick me up.
Alright, I'll just pick him up.
Alright.
Question. Don't monks have a thing where they use a key point to move double movement?
Yeah.
Oh, let me check that.
I think it was Step of the Wind.
Yeah, it is actually.
Oh well, there you go.
So-
if you want to spend the
Absolutely.
point, then it works.
Let's
It's
just
poopy points.
let's get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mistakes were made.
alright. And Yeti's dead. Canis, it is now your turn.
Picking up Leroy and getting the fuck out of there.
Alright. So, as you all begin to pick up each other, and Helena, as you stand by, everyone, you all begin to bolt out.
Hey,
I'm dropping ball bearings as we go, Yarrow.
Okay. So,
I'm emptying all of them.
So
I'll
this thing, as he had pushed himself to the back of the chamber, he begins now rushing towards all of you.
Oh no.
He doesn't make it to any of you because he did go too far back. I'm gonna need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright.
Flat
Vinny,
19.
19?
got an 18.
18?
I have a 13 overall.
13?
16.
16? Okay. And Leroy got at least 16. So, if everyone, you're below 17, everyone above 17, as he
Oh, I was.
slams his feet to the ground, knowing he's not just going to catch up to you, you see him as he reels and you see a red mist beginning to swell out of him. Bits of frozen snow begin to take this entire area in front of all of you. Oh wow, that was easy. At first, you all take 7 points of cold damage.
Alright. Half
Question.
to me.
Oh wait.
Wow.
What about those who have passed?
Those who have passed take half. And then
How much damage did you say it was?
7 points of cold damage, and then 8 points of necrotic damage. Half.
And I take none because of evasion.
Alright, I take half of that because of evasion.
Yarrow, quick question.
Yes?
As a reaction, could I use absorb elements for the frost damage?
I believe you're allowed to.
Because I just thought about that because absorb elements is a reactionary thing.
Yeah, and you haven't used it yet for anything, right?
I have not.
Absorb elements. I believe you are. Absorb elements. I believe I know what you are, because you just used it not too long ago, too. Sure. So... Okay. Yeah, no, it's cold, so you can absorb cold.
Cool. At a second level, I'm going to use absorb elements and absorb 2d6 worth of it.
Okay.
I absorb 8.
So you absorb all the cold damage.
Awesome. Franz literally turns around, sees the cold damage, puts his hands out, eats it, but then he realizes, oh fuck, I can't drain the next thing. So he does take the 8 of necrotic damage.
Okay.
The 8 of necrotic is halved because of dodge, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so -4. I am at 9.
We need to leave.
We're trying.
leaving.
Yeah,
We're
we're
out
trying.
of here.
Because this thing has no more movement left, as you guys double your movement and you dash the hell out of there as far as you
Hey.
can.
Hey, can I chromatic orb fire at second level the mouth of the entrance?
Yes, and also the ball bearings.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's gonna be a dexterity check.
It is. It's a dexterity check of. Hold on, I have them right here. It's a dexterity save. DC 10.
Natural 1.
Wonderful. That's
So-
something at least.
So
Hella.
that just prones him. I believe.
Creature moving through the area at half speed doesn't need. Oh wait. Creature moving 16 or fall prone. Yeah.
Okay. So, as you guys bolt the hell out of there, Lionel, I'm gonna let you go ahead and roll for Chromatic Orb.
All right.
Since you're kind of under the arm of Garu, this is a ranged spell attack, correct?
Yeah.
You're moving and having to aim. Disadvantage.
All right. Well, 15.
Wait, can Garo stop for a second because he wants to do something too?
Well,
Well, this thing is knocked the fuck prone, so.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
well, waste the spell slot. Roll the 5.
Roll the 5. Okay. So, Chromatic Orb, as you're just being bounced around, it just leaves your hand and it just wiggles around the mouth of the cave and it just hits the side and just peters off. All right. So at this point, I'm gonna have all of you, since he fell prone, and you guys are just moving twice your movement and just really booking it out of there. He isn't going to be able to catch up to you in time before daylight starts. Is going to start to shine, as this was really late in the night. As you guys are just running through the forest as fast as you can, trying to make your way back to town. Is that what the intention is?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we're heading back to the temple for talking to the Silver Dragon.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you guys make your way back, all of you that are still awake, you do take a point of exhaustion. Canis.
Mhm.
You begin to notice under your arm as you pick up Leroy, the only thing that seems to be left are just leftover clothing.
Wait, what?
He had 1 hit
What?
point when you guys left, and after the cold breath, his body vanished.
Oh, he's dead too.
Oh shit!
Jesus. I thought he said he couldn't die. What the hell? Well, that was a bluff.
I guess not in the normal sense, no.
As you guys make your way back, your heads hanging low, you're all exhausted from running through the forest. And as you re-enter the town, it's colder, more silent. The people walking around doing their usual duties. You all head to the cathedral. You find yourselves back. There you see the children as they are doing their morning prayers and running around. You do not see a silver dragon at the moment. It is early in the morning.
Children. Huh. How are you? Is the Lady Elise around at all?
As you see one scraggly haired looking child, as you catch his attention, it's like,
Oh no, she doesn't come until a little bit later. Is everything okay?
No, little one, it's not. Tell me, is there a priest around at all that we could speak to? Do you know?
Usually it's just Lady Elise.
Thank you, little one. Just going to turn towards the others. What about the one temple that Leroy was at? Maybe they could help. It's goddess of death, right?
It's our only shot. We have to go.
Alright. So what you guys want to do?
We'll go
Yeah.
towards the
Go into the
temple of the
temple.
Raven Queen. Yeah.
Alright. So as you guys exit the cathedral and you guys walk across town, you see the temple. And as you guys begin to pass through the threshold of the gates, it's almost as if the entire air becomes different. It's not cold. It's not warm. You feel a slight sense of dread over your shoulders. As you begin to walk through the temple, you see almost like porcelain people dressed in the usual Yimnan attire, but in black, almost as if to represent the death and how the Raven Queen takes light. As you guys begin to make it towards the center of the temple, where you guys begin to see a giant, wide open area with what looks to be a single well. There you see nothing and no one, aside from the well.
Is anybody here? We need help.
You hear like doors opening. And just beyond the threshold, you see the doors. A single woman stands far away and above. She has very pale complexion, slightly gaunt, her hair pulled back. You see, once again, the priestess attire here. She begins to start walking down. She makes her way close to the well. And how may I help all of you? Lost children.
Helena just motioned towards, I believe it was Garu's arms. Or wherever is.
I think France was carrying her.
Was
Yes,
Franz?
France.
Franz?
Franz is still carrying her, and he's just not all there right now.
It was an accident.
And she begins to stare at all of you. Almost as if words are above her. It's almost as if she barely has to move her lips. Sound begins to echo throughout the temple. Are you asking for me to revive this lost child?
Yes. If you're able.
When a soul passes, there is a great deal of stress upon oneself. You danger that soul. You remove them through the veil.
So above game, that pretty much means that Ripper can come back, but with a fucked up element. So maybe it might be time to just ask Bracky, new character or come back? I'm not there. Motherfucker!
We'll get to that.
Damn it!
God damn it, Bracky.
We'll get to that.
Ooh.
We'll get to that.
Sorry, I'm playing Pokemon.
God fucking
Of course you would be.
Of course you are!
God damn it!
No, River's not dead. She's just playing fucking Pokemon in Francis' arms.
Just checking her like, you little shit! You got this.
So,
Jesus
you guys.
Hey, guys, I just caught a Wooloo. Everything's great. What's the matter?
So,
Back in character.
Sorry.
By damaged, what do you mean?
your friend will not return the way they were.
What, like Leroy? The other little halfling lad that was here earlier?
Yes, I remember him. He should be returning shortly.
He fell too.
Just wait. She points towards the well. As you guys stare, you begin to see something about it is weird. You begin to hear as if it's like a pool beginning to fill, but not like the sense of water. It's almost like a silent air. As it begins to rise, you guys begin to see towards the pool as it fills to the tip of the well. It's almost like mercury with bits of red. And then a small hand pops out and begins to pull himself above and over. You see red hair slicked back, a missing eye. You guys begin to see Leroy reconstituted
Oh, that's a neat trick.
and completely naked.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
Canis, do you still have his clothes?
Candace will be stepping up to Leroy and he'll hand him his clothes.
Thanks.
He'll pause at the start of it.
I told you I can't die. And he folds the clothes back over. And
Well, that's positively splendid, but what about your cousin now?
you see as the green eye begins to pierce through under the metallic liquid that is still running through his body. You would have to ask her.
Who? The crow? The crow woman?
The Raven Queen, yes.
Great. Helena swats Canis on the chest. And what about you? What about you're an angel thing. Are you able to do anything?
Not a damn thing. It would have been in the cave or not at all.
Maybe there's a doctor that we can find. There has to be some way, right?
That's necromancy.
Franz kind of tries to get the party's attention, and he says, I think I have an idea.
Oh.
He's kind of hesitant to talk about it at first because he was trying to wait for a right moment to explain it, but he says, a while back before you joined our party, Helena, there was an individual who told me about a certain area. It's It's in the south of the Vale, and it's supposed to have a deity-like creature. Call me crazy, but it's apparently some kind of unicorn. You know, the mythological ones that no one has ever seen, but apparently it has very strong magical properties that may possibly do the job that we need.
May.
It's the only thing I can offer.
Well, what do we think?
It's probably the best shot we have.
No. No, it's not. Lionel sitting on the floor, half bloodied. Just looking at everyone. And push back to the place where all the dwarves in fucking metal will find us again?
It's true.
Do you have any other options?
No, of course not!
How do I speak to the Raven Queen?
As you turn and you look towards the woman, she steps over and she looks into the well. She looks down and then back to you.
Helena goes up to the well. She'll look in.
You see the swirling mass of metal and shards of red.
That's it?
That's all you see?
How deep is the well?
It goes about 50 feet deep.
That's cool.
Towards that.
I look at the priestess. Am I supposed to see anything?
In order to take a request, one must offer their life.
So die as well. Or offer service.
The Raven Queen is a very interesting deity. If you offer your life, she'd be more than willing to return it, if she so desired.
Oh, well, look, I like the little one, but...
Pardon, do we have time to think about this?
How long do we have? Yes.
You may return to this temple before nightfall. It will be reopened upon its rise of the day.
Above game, do clerics have things that preserve the dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they should.
Yeah, I think it's it's either cantrip or first level
Spare the
spell.
dying.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that.
I mean, so long as we can keep the body like stable, we should have some time to think about this because it's a pretty big decision.
Yeah, we need to talk to the Dragon Queen too. Maybe we can swing something with her as well.
So what
Very
do you
well.
guys do?
We'll return with our answer soon.
Very well. I hope to see you lost children return soon. She begins to turn and she finds her way back above the temple. And Leroy, his expression has changed. Usually it's very null. This time he looks terrified and concerned. And as you guys begin to walk back out, you make yourselves back to the cathedral, you see the Madame Elise. She is praying towards the statue once again. After she completes, she gets up and she sees all of you towards the door.
Hey, Yaro.
Yes.
Could we take a quick break?
At this point, it would be advised to do so.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. So,
I have a permanent break.
No, yeah, we're working on it.
10 minutes.
You have as much time to play Pokemon as you want.
Oh man, I just got a raid battle.
You can do some shiny chaining in the meantime.
Ooh.
All right. So, we're going to go ahead. We're going to break for about 10 minutes, and then we'll be right back with what will happen next. So, with that, we'll be right back. Everyone back at 7:40. All right?
Sweet.
All right.
All right. See you all then.
Break.
そうだ、味方だぜ。
Yeah, we can get the town drunk.
We sacrifice one of the children in exchange for
Push
another
the
child.
priestess down the well.
Well,
Fuck it,
that was a
let's Philosopher's Stone this shit.
great place to just restart this immediately.
Well, you
Push the kid down the well.
You guys gotta be prepared. I said 7:40, and y'all are just
we're
like
exchanging.
throw children into a well.
Listen, we are
we're
exchanging for
panicking,
We are exchanging for a child-sized person. It is equal.
Equal value.
What if we
Oh
just
man.
push the entire town into the Raven Queen's well?
Yeah, that'll get us River back.
Uh,
I
All right,
bet the
so
pile of
this will
villagers
have
is
like
enough.
5 more lives too.
We have another option outside of doing the drag, talking to the dragon. We also have the reincarnation spell I gave Franz. So would you allow us to just bring River back with a re-roll of a different race?
We will see.
Question, Yara. I forgot to ask. Well, actually, we kind of asked this before, but I forgot. It was the whole resurrection. How resurrection was world. Was it a thing you can just pay for? Was it a thing you need to work for? Sorry.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna jump back in. You guys will figure this out as we move on.
this is good. This is fine.
All right.
I'm completely okay with this.
So, you guys, as you stare into the silvered eyes of Madame Elise, something is off about all of you.
We lost one of our own.
And she stares, looking at what is a cradled river.
We don't know if you can honor we don't know if you can honor your end of the bargain. The job was only half done.
But we know where it is.
We can complete it later. If there's any
But
way
we
to...
have to worry about this first.
This could be the payment if you can do anything.
Make a persuasion check.
Who?
Who?
Lionel, considering.
Does he get advantage since we
He
were
will
kind
have
of helping?
advantage. You guys.
Yay.
You guys are at the.
I have a
guys
plus
are-
4 in persuasion, so I'm halfway decent at this.
Yeah. You guys are meeting a very merciful dragon.
16 plus 4, not natural 20.
Okay. And as she begins to walk over, you feel as if a giant breath is being taken right before her, as if she is smelling. This is a scent I will not forget. You've provided me with enough information. However, I am at no behest to revive those.
Do you know anyone who could? We're running out of options.
Lionel holds his hand up. There's one, but there's a gamble. I look over to Franz.
Franz looks down at Lionel and he just stares for a bit before realizing. And he just says no.
It's the best option we have outside of someone becoming a warlock.
How do you know that that will even work?
I don't, but it's better than being a servant.
I don't know if River would want that anyway, judging by her typical personality.
A life for a life? Of course, that's none of us want to give up our own lives. None of us want to kill someone else. But if we have that option to just bring her back, and the fact that she's taller, what's the problem?
Short stacks are overrated anyway, so...
I'm not gonna kill someone.
Lionel looks at Helena.
You're dead, stop.
Franz takes in a long, deep inhale and he's just... He reaches into his like backpack and just pulls out the sheet of paper. He has it folded and he hands it to Lionel.
Let's not... Lionel just kind of grabs his face and pinches his eyes. Thank you. At least me losing my chance at what I was searching for will not go into vain here. I read the spell. I ask Cadus to put the body down in front of me.
He does so.
What does the spell entail?
Okay.
Wait, didn't you ask the question to the dragon if she has any options?
She didn't have an option.
Yeah.
Have one.
She is at no behest to knowing anyone that can.
All right, so start deciding what race you would like to be outside of a halfling.
Hold on.
None of them.
Oh, he has something up his sleeve.
Hey, that's the right answer.
All right.
Okay, so place your bets now. I'm betting on the dwarf.
The spell you guys are describing is reincarnate.
Yes.
Yep.
This is a 5th level spell. It is slightly beyond your understanding.
Fuck's sake.
So we gotta find someone who has a high enough level to use this.
Look at Lady Elise. Are you able to read this?
I know it's based on understandings, and clearly it's something that it's ancient magic, but not within my ability, no.
Do you know anyone who could?
What's the sacrifice that I could... What's something of equal value that I can imply this with an Arcana check to see if there's a way that I can overshot this and lose something in return?
Lionel, make an Arcana check.
$15 plus 6, 21.
Given your knowledge of magic, how the weave works, how you have to use your very own life as kind of how you balance and how you make and create and conjure, pulling energy from the universe, and hopefully by whatever Mithra decides.
Question.
It is threatening to your well-being if you try to go beyond your understanding, or even to push beyond the boundary.
Question. Are you using your own rules for spell scroll reading, or?
Most spell scrolls are mostly just information. Those that are imbued with the magic,
Yeah.
is a check. Like you have to perform
Yeah,
a
as long
check.
as it's in your, as
Okay.
long as it's in your available list.
I have a stupid idea, but run with me on it. I have the ring of spell storing. Can I use it to amplify my magic and break it? Use it up by any means necessary. I'll destroy it to give me that extra boost I need.
Make an Arcana check. You have to understand the synchronicity of magic. And keep in mind, this is
14 plus 6 is a not natural 20.
It probably wouldn't be enough for you.
Motherfucker.
What kind of energy do we need?
You need a great deal of magic to bring back somebody from beyond. It is also a great deal of magic to change somebody from what they are to something else.
What about combined efforts?
Yeah. I know Franz is a druid, but I'm sure he has a lot of magical, as we've seen, property.
You got you got an Opsu and 2 humans right here.
Well, I tend to be good at holy magic and normally healing, and I'm pretty sure. And he'll take the Bahamut sword off of River's corpse. Pretty sure this could help with that. It's not like it's done anything for us anyway.
So, as the Silver Dragon, Elise, as she begins to come towards all of you, many of these items could do well. You intend to perform this. You should not do it under the house of your father. It is not his domain.
So take her back to the Raven Queen then. Or that temple.
That still gives a small opportunity for the Raven Queen to just decide that she owns one of us at that point.
Don't really know how that works. I mean, it's not us jumping into the well. It's not really us asking for her help.
It's
just
us combining a makeshift brew of magic to bring something back under the house of someone who governs death. That's literally spitting in God's eye, and then God blinks at you.
But what if we do it under no one's house then?
Is there any rule stating that we have to do it under someone's house? It can't just be in a forested area.
I'm telling you all this right now. I'm not running this. I'm not running this under the idea of logic at this point. I'm literally at the seat of my pants, and being illogical is not something I'm used to and like doing.
It's okay. This is very stressful for all of us.
Do you happen to know a better place where we can do this? Or maybe some neutral ground other than the Raven Queen place?
Make a persuasion check towards Elise. Gar.
All right. That is a 16. No, wait, no, I saw that in my bonus, so that is a 19.
Okay. She begins to stare at all of you. Follow me. And she begins to walk towards the exit of the cathedral. What do you guys do?
I follow.
We'll follow too.
Mm-hmm.
And as you guys begin to traverse, you guys end up exiting out towards the Aurario side of White Dragon Summit. You guys travel about 20 minutes until you guys begin to see the maw of a cave. It's a bit warmer down here. As you guys begin to pass through, you guys spend another 20 minutes walking through ice, and then you begin to see bits of treasures and gold, like offerings. And all the way towards the back, you see a small door. It's made of silver. As she opens it, after passing a hand, it opens, and you see it is a dimly lighted room here. This is where I decide to dwell whenever I decide to stay. Not for too long, but if I need to stay here for overnight, this is my residency. And you guys begin to see within the room, it is full of ancient treasures and relics. Some are strange, some are unusual. And on the floor you see what looks to be a wide circle. It has no markings, but it seems to just have a basic circular outline. There's nothing inside of it. If you wish to structure your magic within there, then do so.
Very well. The moment this is done, you will be rid of us once and for all then. Come on, let's figure this out. I move everyone inside.
Alright. And as you continue to read the scroll.
Oh, by the way,
yes.
Lionel seeing all this shit on the floor, all this knowledge, all this fucking history, this is fucking painful!
Oh.
Ouch.
This is hers.
This is the second time Lionel has had to give up knowledge for the party. This is a toll.
Alright. So, Lionel, I need you to make an intelligence check. And this is just...
Straight?
Yeah, just because it's complicated and you are trying to get the base understanding of how the structure of the magic circle would work here.
Here I go. That's a 15.
Okay. So, in as rough as you possibly can, you begin to structure out the circle. And you begin to make what you are able to comprehend as where what goes. On the outside of the circle, you make a few extra circles for magic items that you all possess that you will be placing in these circles. So what you guys decide to offer.
Lionel has a ring that has a 4th level polymorph spell in it.
Okay.
Bronze
Okay.
is going to... Oh, go ahead.
Canis is taking the Sword of Bahamut off of River's body and using that.
Okay. Anything else?
Bronze is going to offer the Ring of Animal, the ring that he got from the first meeting that he had with River and the party in the beginning. It's the
All right.
Ring of Animal Influence.
All right. Anything else?
With the Cloak of Displacement, Garu has count too.
All right.
Do we have anything else? How many do we need? 5, you said?
It could be as many magic items as you guys deem is necessary to you.
I'm gonna do something really fucking stupid.
Oh.
Lionel offers his spell book.
No.
Oh!
Oh.
No!
No.
Okay.
Don't!
Oh, shiny.
Oh god.
Do not!
Okay.
You're a ghost. You have no say in that.
Oh. So,
Oh, cobras.
In order to cast something great, I need to give up what I once knew. Story of my life.
Oh, and it just puts a hand on his shoulder.
Don't touch me.
so
She gives it a squeeze and then she removes it.
Is there anything else?
I don't have anything. I'm afraid.
No.
as you guys place all the items that you can immediately think of that are...
Wait, question. So, wait, is it possible to like donate a bit of your life force or something? Or is it
That
just
was
magically
the
a joke?
whole fucking point was not to do that.
Was to avoid that.
Okay, I meant like I meant under the Raven Queen. That was the point, to avoid that. But I mean, just in general,
It was
it's a
too
magical
fake.
item.
The idea for the Raven Queen was give your life force. How far does that mean? We don't know.
Yeah, but we're not doing this for the Raven Queen. We're just doing it.
As
At that point, we're reaching some dark necromancy shit.
Yeah.
But that would muddle this so bad.
as you guys
Okay.
remember Lionel describing, when you are asking something great of magic, that of Mithra, as you all know, is the goddess of the weave, you are trying to push beyond your capabilities. So, as you guys place all of the items on the outside of the circle within their containments, Lionel, I need you to make one last Arcana check.
And here comes the biggie. Ooh, not a nat 20, but 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
All right, that will do. Lionel, as you place your hand on the circle, you begin to feel the energy. And suddenly your mind begins to snap. And your head goes back, your eyes begin to shine. Everyone sees the energy now beginning to fill the room. Your brain begins to rush with images. And somewhere along this, you feel weightless. And you begin to choke. You feel as if something is covering you, as if it's ripping you, and then constructing, and then ripping, and then constructing. You feel air leave your body. You feel as you are beginning to crumble. And then you snap back. You all begin to see within the circle as energy begins to fill the arcane lines. And the energy now beginning to breathe into River. It begins to push and flow. Now, Bracky, you feel yourself in a void. It's cold. There's nothing. It's darkness. You hear a beat as if wings are everywhere. In front of you, you see a small silver line begin to reach the peripheries of your vision and beyond. As you go to grab it, you hold it, winds tight, it cuts your palm, you don't let go. River, I need you to roll 1d100.
Holy fuck.
Oh.
Boy.
Resurrection.
I hate this so much.
You had the opportunity to say you didn't want it. You
I
didn't
don't
take it.
want. I can't opinion on this. I'm dead.
Yes, you can. Out of character.
Also, I'm catching a Pokemon. Okay, 1 second.
God fucking damn it.
Listen, is that Snow Cobra worth it?
Yes.
You're adorable.
I don't want to read this Angry River Cat. Hey, almost 6 number, 68.
Mm,
Ooh.
Almost a nice number.
Almost a nice number.
nice.
What
It's
kind
the most
of...
disappointing number of all.
I'm looking in the player's handbook right now. What kind of halfling was River?
She was the mark of the healing halfling. That's the whole
You mean subrace?
Yeah, the subrace.
Huh.
Is that either the Lightfoots, the Stouts, and then the mark of the heel?
Right. Okay. Fair.
Yeah.
As River is now floating in the air, you see lightning begins to spark from each of the magic items. And you begin to see her body begin to condense into a small ball. And then as the form begins to almost like become malleable and stretch and pull and stretch and pull, suddenly before you, as the form begins to reconstitute, along with all the gear and the clothing and the weapons, she once again reforms into a halfling individual.
That's why I asked what kind of halfling.
Sorry.
Racky, that's why I asked what kind of halfling.
Oh, that's amazing.
As she does reconstitute.
Sorry, Yarrow, sorry.
As she does reconstitute, you notice that her bright red hair now has long white streaks along it.
Ooh.
And as she begins to settle once again, she looks slightly shorter, as if she lost a couple of inches.
I did you a solid.
I am even shorter.
And after a few moments, her eyes begin to open, and you see one of her eyes no longer green, now blue.
Oh, she's an anime protagonist now?
Yep.
Yeah.
She has red and white hair and a heterochromia. God damn it.
She's fucking Shoto Todoroki.
You begin to see color now beginning to return to her face. And she begins to... Her eyes shut once more. So, Racky,
Mm-hmm.
a few things. And I'll message you them.
Oh, fuck.
You are
Oh, shit.
exhausted.
Well, yeah, no, she's dead.
I'm talking 5 exhaustion points. Meaning you are tired as fuck. And you are at 1 hit point, reconstituted.
Point. I don't know where I put the I don't know what to put the exhaustion points though.
Oh, don't worry about it.
There's a
You go
section
under
called
conditions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Right under hit points.
Oh god, if I don't sleep in one day and die.
So go to sleep, you dumb bitch.
Alright.
Well then.
Alright. And as
So guys, I came back. I have a contract with the Raven Queen. No. Jeez.
For my fucking spell book, you better not, Missy.
So, something to know.
Yeah.
What are these?
3 of the items made it. The Sword of Bahamut still resides. Cloak of Displacement still resides. And the spellbook still resides.
Oh, thank God.
So he lost the ring.
The ring's gone.
Oh, well,
I can no
whatever.
longer talk to animals. Oh wait, yes.
Damn it, we don't even
Yes,
use
you-
that sword.
You fucking drew it. Oh, wait.
And nothing of value was lost.
I'm still unconscious, am I?
Oh yeah,
Except Lionel turned to stone.
Okay.
you're fast asleep, and as your eyes begin to open, it is triple vision. It is a lot, and your ears are drumming. Your vision is just so blurry. Your speech is slow. And
Wait, am I awake?
you are awake now.
Oh, gotcha.
Are you okay? Do you have brain damage?
I think I do. On the floor.
Oh,
Yeah, we haven't healed since then.
No.
Yay.
Lionel, due to the fact that you pushed yourself beyond the boundary, even with the assistance of magical items, you do take another point of exhaustion.
Okay.
It is a lot, but you're lucky you got away with what you did.
That's me, magical boy genius.
Oh, he's all tuckered out.
Is Lionel okay?
I think we all are. Don't worry
Which-
about it, darling. We all made it. Helena does actually, like, very gently just stroke her hair, just kind of very soothingly. You should sleep.
Did we kill it?
We got
We
one.
killed.
We didn't get the big one, though.
I'm tired.
We're all tired.
We are. Go back to sleep. It won't go anywhere.
How River is going to just fall to sleep. Just
You fall asleep.
Well, Lionel looks like roadkill.
even though all of you have noticed that River's really unwell, for some strange reason her voice is slightly higher.
I cannot do voices, so I apologize.
It's fine. Just noting.
Slightly.
Even higher.
Wait, pause. Did River get younger? Or is that the reason why our voice is higher?
I de-aged you? What the fuck?
I was also shorter.
You are shorter. This is true. That would make
Black
sense.
magic?
Don't tell me I sacrificed some of my age to give to her.
Oh.
As you guys are
That would
still
be
standing
Oh, my
around-
life ebbs faster. Fucking awesome.
As you guys standing around now, friend now once again asleep. So, Elise sees that the entire room is slightly wrecked due to the effects. I still have my end of the bargain to fulfill. I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
Even though I wanted those beasts eliminated, I could not find them. And I feel inferior to all of you for that. You even lost your lives. And you've gone beyond to try and bring one back. And you did. And I'm sorry for my weakness. I really am.
But you have the strength to take care of this.
You didn't know where they were, right?
I did. And now that I do, and now that I see all of you, you really are amazing creatures. Now I see why I love humanity so much. I will take you to Aurario.
We can't let that thing here. Just was trying to
Oh,
sleep, but I heard that.
Helena just very, very gently just shoves her head back down, just puts her hand over her eyes.
No.
No, I don't have the strength to fight.
Moves her hand over her mouth.
Stop talking and go to sleep.
Can you give us a few days to rest?
We can help you at least. I don't feel right. Just completing half of it.
We couldn't finish what we started. But it won't happen a second time. I'll make sure of it.
And if we have your help, I'm sure even better.
You guys can make up your own fucking plans next time.
Very well. If you wish to stay here, you're more than welcome to. If you wish to join me, you are welcome to as well.
Give us one day to rest, and I will.
We need more than that, I think. Helena just looks down at the very, very, very exhausted river. I think that's gonna take more than one day. Honestly.
It won't for me.
Oh, you're not going alone.
Anyone else?
Let me think. Better good place.
Oh, yeah, of course. After we rest, it's, yes?
It's suicide to try and do it right now.
Well,
Give us
yes,
the
of
few
course. Of course. I mean, we just need to rest first.
Yes, give us a couple days, I think.
Very well.
You're not going anywhere, right? Children should be safe if you stay here.
They should.
Alright.
Then, if you wish to stay here, so be it. So, at this point, you guys spend how many days here to rest?
Enough to get River on her feet.
Yeah.
I would need
Yeah.
5 days.
You would need about 5 days.
Yeah, because I have 5 points of exhaustion. Unless there's any way to how do I recover exhaustion points?
I think just rest.
It's
Yeah,
just
just going to bed.
it's just a day's rest.
For every exhaustion point is a day of rest you require to get rid of it.
So right now my speed is reduced to 0. I cannot move. God, hit points. Oh, I have never seen someone with this level of exhaustion before. That's awesome.
It's like you died or something.
Pulled from the fucking. You are pulled from beyond and also restructured. It's gonna fuck you. You gonna calm
This
down?
was such a dumb, stupid idea I just reached for.
You
Oh, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, honey.
All right. So,
Alright.
how many days are you staying?
We need
5.
5.
All right.
Five for her to get back on her feet, and then we need to replan for the Yeti.
All right. So,
I think it will be by the 3rd day when I'm actually more conscious. That at some point there will be just a screech in the middle of the night.
all right.
Then Lionel just punch her face. So shut the fuck up!
Alright. Do we have a moment to roleplay that?
All right.
I don't know.
So, you guys
Sure.
spend the next 5 days under the care of Madame Elise.
We got some tea and delicious hot cocoa to keep us by.
Oh, yeah.
How many diamonds do you have?
Can we buy a bunch?
Are there any diamonds around?
I have one.
As you guys are looking around for diamonds,
No, asking the dragon lady directly, do you have any diamonds?
me myself, I don't dwell on such things. I prefer ancient relics of the past.
Is it a gem shop here?
No!
Nothing.
There is no gem
A jewelry?
shop above.
This is the poorest village in the mountains.
A third of the
Yeah.
fucking
Have
population
diamonds.
has been eaten and fucking strung together on a wall like a fucking puppet.
They might have the diamonds, but not
So after 3 days on the 4th day, Yarrow, how's my back?
Something about that. Are you doing this in private?
Yes.
Oh god, she's got scoliosis.
Talking about the mark.
There's a face where a spine should be.
There's a mask of the Raven Queen. Because that affects my sub race.
What was that?
Okay, I was going to ask you that,
important.
but thank you.
It's important.
It's important. It is.
It's important to know. All right.
What?
So it's moved. Like it's moved from your back, almost as if it had crawled up around to your clavicle around here.
Oh god, she does have scoliosis.
So I remain a mark of the healing.
Yes.
God damn it! Even dead, I cannot get rid of this thing. And damn, I'm in a really good mood. I need to go shopping.
Yeah.
What? Lionel's fucking bitter.
Lionel.
How much is it for common clothes, by the way?
Huh?
How much is it for common clothes?
Generally it's for like a full set of clothes, it's about like 10 gold pieces.
Gotcha. Jingle, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm
Well,
gonna
that
need new
depends on
clothes.
how nice it is. Like if we're talking like good regular clothes, about 10 gold pieces. If you're looking for something lighter,
Something functional.
that's about 5 gold.
I never had need for this until now.
Yes, I got $20 in my pocket.
20 2 gold pieces. 2 gold pieces.
Okay.
Wait, did she lose her clothes? And in which case, did she lose her money too?
No.
Nope.
I keep my equipment, but I gain something.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Two golds down.
Mazel tov, I guess.
Seeing that Lionel is a little bitter, she'll lightly kind of tap him on the shoulder. What's got you so down?
Lionel doesn't respond and keeps reading.
I mean, you kept the book and you just did extraordinary magic. You basically saved our friend, our little companion.
I felt magic incarnate. I felt it pull me apart and put me back together again. Not once, not twice, but what felt like eons, years that my race does not have. I became magic itself for but a brief moment. Only to come back and everything feels null. Back in this fucking shell. It's just a lot to process. Returns to his book.
Elena just kind of plops next to him. Well, I like to think you've already proven yourself quite splendidly. There's really no reason that can't happen again somehow. That's your journey, isn't it? That's all a part of life.
There's too much to process here. My life is finite. A lot of you will see years, you especially will see years before me. Centuries. I just touched magic internum. I became what every wizard seeks in knowledge, but a brief moment. I have so much more to learn, so much more to discover. And I don't even know if my studies will be worth it. As I said, it's a lot to process and a lot to think. I am no longer the person you once saw before the ritual happened. This is Lionel becoming Gandalf the Grey to Gandalf the White. I hope you realize this.
Oh man.
That's kind of the vibe I was getting.
Middle's the white.
Punished Lionel.
Middle's the white. Oh man. Elena just kind of arches a brow at him. Ah, you'll do fine. I know I'm sure it is a lot to process. I wouldn't know. You're right. Probably live much, 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 much longer than you do, but again, you've already accomplished some great things. I think you still will. Who knows? Magic is weird. Maybe you'll find a way to go even farther than you expect.
Scares.
You cut out, buddy. What'd you say?
Lionel just mutters as she walks away, and that scares me. Yeah, no, Lionel's no longer the happy-go-lucky friend you all once knew.
I know 1.5.
You lost your mascot.
No.
It's time for me to step up.
After something like that, there's no fucking way he can return to what he once was.
We'll find a way. We'll find a way, damn it.
River, but the fourth day, fifth day, she will request everyone to gather around in a bit of the table, basically.
Actually, in the middle of that, can I do something? The rest of the group, too?
Sure.
All right. So, I would say, around the third day, Gar's gonna, bring, Franz, Canis, Helena, and River together. There's something that really bothered me when I was in the cave. River, do you remember that presence you felt when you first saw the Yeti?
Mm-hmm.
Well, for some reason I didn't feel it at all. So maybe that, I don't know how to word this. Maybe it has something to do with sight.
So we fight it with the eyes closed.
Would make sense, but that would give us a pretty dreadful handicap as well.
Well, not necessarily all the time, but when we can see it starting to exude that aura, then maybe we can close our eyes. Well, you can close your eyes, but still.
What if we tried blinding it instead?
That can work too.
But it didn't work.
We don't really know how.
It didn't work with it looking at us. It worked with us looking at it.
That's why I'm saying
Exactly.
we gouge out its eyes.
No, but
in between, but before we can do that, it might use it again. So we need to find some way to counter it.
I was gonna say, I don't think any of us want to get up quite that close.
Well, I can, but
Again.
still, I can't. I'm not strong enough to shoulder that strength alone. It's something we all have to work on. So, I propose this. Gar's gonna stand up a bit. I can teach you how to move him in the darkness. You won't have to use sight, even if it's for a moment. Just when it's starting to use that attack. You can't let that happen again. I'm more used to it than you, so maybe I can give you teach you how to cope with it.
Mechanically, how would that work, Yarrow? Can we declare we avert our vision?
Close your eyes.
Is it a reaction?
As one could possibly tell, you would have to make the free action to say, I'm closing my eyes. If you guys decide to walk into that cave and say, I closed my eyes before, that is totally up to you.
I'd be willing to do it, though keep in mind we do have a dragon on our side this time.
Well,
Yeah,
yes, of course. It'll definitely make things easier, but for that one instance, we can't leave anything up to chance.
Here's the question: would it actually just stay where it is now? Now, someone knows where its cave is.
Well, we don't know how intelligent it is, I'm not really sure. I mean, it managed to chase us out, and for all we know, it might feel cocky and stay there.
It was smart enough to be a diversion for the other Yeti to grab Lionel.
It's true. But it did take us out, so it might not feel threatened.
And as the silver dragon, Madame Elise, as she begins to walk towards the door and she opens it, you feel as if air is being displaced and moved towards her. I can sense that it's moved to a new cave.
Oh, well, that's a convenient answer. Thank you.
Now that I have it sent, I know where it is.
That is true.
How much of a hit do you think you can take? This thing hit hard. I wouldn't want you to get hurt either. Not saying, you couldn't handle yourself, of course, but just to make sure.
I will be sure to eliminate it as soon as possible.
Splendid. I like to hear that.
Still, we should all take preparations for our part. If we're all going, then we need to be prepared.
What can we get here that we can prepare for that? We don't have access to diamonds. We don't have access to pristine weaponry. We don't have access to any arcane.
Well, we can practice our skills and possibly find a way around that attack. I mean, that's what got you last time. If we find a way around it, we can counter it.
I think so long as you really keep out a swipe attacks. I'm not sure. I'm not saying that I don't dislike your plan, guys, because I actually really do, honestly. But
and keep in mind, you want to be closing your eyes all the time. It's just when it's doing that strange thing, the scary thing.
Yes, it's just, well, the ultimate problem is we don't know when it will do it. It seems like it doesn't like to wait its turn. I say, looking up at the sky that is God.
Can Lionel walk in on this conversation?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
You just hear the door open and Lionel shuts it behind him. He just waddles on in, gets up on the table, throws his book down on it, points at counter spell and fly.
Will that work?
Will it work? Is it a spell? I don't think it was a spell.
Yeah, I think it's more like a effect. There's the fucking train. Sorry.
We always knew
man.
it was coming back.
I haven't. And also enlarge and reduce and polymorph. Like Lionel just points at them and then looks to everyone else.
I would much appreciate to turn into a giant ape and kill that thing.
See, that would be nice.
The problem is the location, though.
Well, we have
What-
heard to point us there, at least.
We don't really have much to prepare with, other than just knowing what we are facing now. So we know we need to prevent our vision.
Mhm.
We need to, I don't know, hit harder.
Well,
That can be done.
I think
God, this train is going fucking forever. I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
Yeah, it's fine. So,
you can't help what the train does.
So, after 5 days of preparation and rest, so you guys decide to head back out for the hunt?
Before that,
Re-prepare spells.
Yeah.
prepare
yeah.
spells.
You prepare spells.
Yep.
And River
Preparing
wants
some
to.
spells.
And since River cannot prepare spells, she's going to prepare a meal for everyone.
Here's the cheese knife. Maybe sharpening it will do something.
Yeah. Maybe one day this cheese knife will do something.
It'll help resurrect you.
Yep.
There's something.
I'm
So
getting
River,
rid of enlarge, reduce, and putting in fly.
I'm taking out resist elements and putting in lesser restoration.
Oh, who has the highest perception?
Canis or Franz, probably.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let me go to Franz's character sheet
Oh.
real quick.
Helena and Franz.
Yeah,
Both of you
Franz's
make
first-
a perception check.
Okay.
Perception. Oh, okay. Color me curious. Dirty 20.
That is a natural 20.
Okay.
Nice.
I will send it to both of you.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck.
The hell did Franz see?
Some
We see-
forbidden knowledge.
Are we seeing secrets again? Are we opening up that old can of worms?
All kind of worm.
Boy!
Look at all these secrets.
River, I hope you're ready for Lionel just to keep calling you his creation at this point.
I have yet to do the thinking thing.
Oh no, he's gonna go goth.
Oh no.
I think he deserves to at this point. He deserves to be a moody little shit after all the bullshit that's been happening.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs a break. We need to go on vacation.
Lionel, we found your brother. How do you want to torture him?
What?
Ooh.
Kill him. Kill him.
Huh.
Let's see.
Do I need to roll something for the food or just is it available?
Roll for food.
Roll for
Roll for
food.
cooking. See if he poisons us.
Roll for wheel of cheese.
Wheel of cheese. Roll for cooking.
I love how Chad is like, he's gonna get all these face paint and shit. I'm like, no, he's not. He's just gonna fucking not smile.
He's
But
gonna
it-
look like a regular possum.
Yeah, he's just gonna look like a fucking bare-ass possum at this point.
He's gonna become even more of a gremlin.
That is another thing. During these days, does Lionel look older?
Does
Would
Lionel
we
look
be able
older?
to tell?
Does he look? He doesn't look different.
No, that
His
that was
age-
more of a gag than it was me being serious.
Oh, gotcha.
His age has not changed.
Okay.
Okay.
Gets a nose ring.
So, What do you guys, as you guys,
You
eat
see,
up?
River, you do see Helena staring really, really hard at you.
That's
Who?
River.
Oh,
Oh, what did I do? But she's going to offer food to everyone, and kind of sheepishly, I haven't had the chance to properly say this. I was terrified. I was sad. I was angry. But thank you so much for saving my life, guys. For trying to give you everything you had to save me. I do not know how to repay all of you for this. Every now and then you see people going and they never come back. People don't have the
holds his hand
resources.
up to get her to stop talking. I know of a way. Kill a Yeti and survive this time.
Here, here.
Here, here.
Here, here.
Thank you so much, guys.
All right.
And toast.
Yep.
Whatever drinks you had.
Clink our glasses or cups or whatever together.
Lionel
Carl's gonna
doesn't.
completely miss.
Lionel doesn't. He looks into his book. He just keeps reading.
All right. So as you guys finish your meals, morning upon this 5th day, you see as Madame Elise, she stares out. She looks at the door and she takes a very deep breath. Once again, every single time she takes a breath, it's almost as if the entire air around her changes.
Unsettling.
She's a
Strong
dragon.
lungs.
She's a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, shall we?
I think
Let's be done with this.
And you guys open the door. You guys head out back to the top of White Dragon Summit. You begin to walk through the forests. Broad daylight. As Madame Elise does pass through some of the villagers, talking and passing by, doing her business, and you all head back down towards the side of Lightengord. A few hours begin to pass. It is now midday. Instead of taking that left turn, you are now taking a right. You begin to enter the forested area. And every so often, she and you guys begin to follow her. As another hour passes, you find yourself at the maw of a cave. Much different from the first one. As she begins to look in, it's sleeping. I can tell. Its breaths are shallow.
Let's slice its throat while its eyes are closed to be done with this.
Let's jump it.
So,
Can we get a
Yep.
Stealth check or something?
no, before we roll stealth,
So,
Okay, who was it who had the pass without a trace here?
That would be Franz. He still has that.
Okay, let's do that one.
Okay. So
Thank God.
yeah, no, I kept that.
I am the only one that has to worry about that shit.
Yep.
Yes, you're the
You
only
big
reason we
clunky
asked for
man.
it.
Yeah. So now, past without a trace, you just you add a +10 to your stealth rolls.
Shall we roll that, Yaro?
Roll.
yes. Everyone,
Okay.
make a stealth check.
Thank goodness for pass without a trace.
So
I got a non-natural 20.
I got a 30 overall.
I got 24.
24.
18.
24.
20 overall.
Still the lowest roll. Yeah.
But you did better this time.
I didn't roll single digit this time.
More
Keeps
than a
walking
five.
into walls, but yet somehow is still stealthy enough.
So,
He
No, it's the
clunked against snow.
It's the same thing. It's just painted green.
Oh my god.
as you all suppress presence, who's going? Well, Madame Elise is taking heed or taking charge.
Garo's right behind her.
And then
Put me in the back.
I'm going to the front.
I'll be
Kane
in the
is
middle.
behind.
Franz will be in front of Canis.
And I'll just be smack dab in the middle of everybody.
Leroy is going to find himself very closely behind River. And
Oh yeah, he's here.
oh, he's been following River like a goddamn shadow this entire time.
He's concerned.
And
Expressed much. I can relate to that.
right before you guys enter, Leroy walks up to you, River, and clasps your hand. Don't die this time.
Oh, he did a concern.
Yo.
He has feelings.
And as
I promise nothing.
he removes his hand, he leaves a single black feather in your hand.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right.
He's going to pocket it. Wait, did Canis cast the thing online before? From before, was it?
The
Death Ward?
Death Ward?
Death Ward.
Not today. He hasn't yet.
All right. So, with all your checks succeeding, you move into the cave. It's slightly brighter, but you begin to smell the same bloody death as before. It's putrid in here. It seems to make homes all around this place.
Jesus.
Oh. So, as you all begin to see into the room, there is the Blood Yeti.
That's a bit too loud.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
No.
your music.
so
Yeah.
sorry.
There.
There we go. Sorry about that.
Not a problem.
Set the mood.
As he lays there, covered in the mangled bits and body parts, his back turned against the cave, sleeping. As Madame Elise begins to walk past you, suddenly she brings her hands together and her form begins to swell within the cave. For the first time in all of its majesty, you've only faced one other dragon, a young dragon. Now, I don't have a silver dragon. I do have this one. She begins to swell. The darkness of the cave is a reflection against the bright silvered scales of this fantastic beast. She's staring over its body. The cycle ends. And as she breathes back, she spews from her maw a great dust and ice as shards begin to pelt at the back of the cave. Just and begins to ice over, and as this thing begins to finally turn, it is almost immaculate. It is slowly moving, and it is being forced back by the pure blasting ice wind, and you guys are feeling it on your faces as it comes back and coils around the cave, and it feels like rage, like anger.
Question. Does this start our surprise round?
This is a surprise round.
Okay.
So it is.
Yeah.
Do we roll initiative?
Mm-hmm.
Okie doke.
Finding that.
Got a 15.
Hold on. Because I have a lot of dice to roll.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Oh god, did he pick back
Because
up?
the dragon breath.
Yep.
Dragon
Yep.
breath
Dragon
again.
breath.
Oh.
Ooh,
Oh man, I can't believe this thing is going to be canist.
we're on it now.
This thing is about to get rivered.
Oh,
Oh,
come on, it was about dragon breath. I was unfairly killed.
29, 25. 55 times 2. 110.
55 times 2.
110.
Oh.
As this thing gets pelted by the ice. This entire area is pure white and silver. It is nigh impossible to comprehend, and you guys feel some of the ice begin to slightly build up on you guys and just shake it off. In the presence of the silver dragon. This is a surprise round. It's going to take this thing some time to get up, so whatever you guys want to do.
So yeah, roll initiative for a surprise round, basically.
Yep.
Can we just do that?
So should we just say our initiatives?
That is true.
Alright, I got a 15 total.
Where's my pen? All right. Franz?
he overall has a 14.
All right. River?
18.
All right. Lionel?
15.
I'm assuming you're slower than Garu.
Yeah, I have a 0.
All right. Canis?
4.
Okay.
We know we're fucking terrified.
I expect you to die, Mr. Yeti.
I hope you're wet and ready for this, Mr. Yeti.
Lena.
22.
a fast coil.
All right. So, I'm assuming that we're gonna push a little bit past tonight, but that should be fine, right?
That's no problem at all.
Not for me.
I feel like we're just here to confirm the dragon's kill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gotta
Yes,
get this
sure.
We are going to confirm this thing dies.
All right. So, Helena, your move is first.
All right.
This thing ain't
can I
going
get
nowhere.
Can I move somewhere to get a clear shot at him?
Yeah, sure. All right.
And I assume since the surprise round, it's sneak attack.
It is true.
Cool beans. I'm taking a shot. 16 plus 7. I'm sure that hits.
It will hit.
Yeah, 23. Okay, so that's I think I would remember how to my damage by now is 1d8 back. Plus 4. So 7 and then 12. 21.
All right. So, as you pull back and you fire, you hear the grunt.
And for my free action, I'm going to actually for my bonus action. Let me see that map real quick. Do I have any more movement?
You have about 1 space left. So you can move back or forth.
Probably, if I tuck into that on the screen, yeah, into the one you're pointing at. If I tuck into that corner, would I be bonus action hide in there?
Unfortunately, no, you don't have enough movement to do so.
That's fine. In that case, I am going to just free action. I'll stay there anyway, but free action, I'm going to close my eyes.
Okay. So, that is it for Helena. Is now River.
Okay. I'm ready this time. I can get close to it with my 25 movement. All the way front and then to my right.
Yeah, you can do it.
Okay. I'm going to start my barrage. It's prone, right?
It is definitely prone.
I'm going to have advantage on this. So, here I go. Where is it? Where is it? There you are. That's going to be either a 10 or a 25.
Alright, that will hit.
8. Okay. It's going to be 10 points of piercing damage.
Alright.
Okay, first attack, second attack. It's going to be either 16 or 21.
21, that will hit.
Okay. That's going to be 9 points of piercing damage.
Alright.
I will use my no, it's not second one. It's action search. To my additional action.
Alright.
That's going to be a 13 or 22.
That will hit.
It's going to be 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And fourth and final attack. That's going to be either an 18 or natural 20.
That will... natural 20, obviously.
That's going to be 8, 9, 10, 11 points of piercing damage times 2, 22.
Okay.
And mechanically, what happens when I advert my vision?
So basically, you go blind and you do not have advantage on your attack rolls, and pretty much you can't really use the dodge action because you don't see what's coming.
Okay, so I'm just going to advert my sight so it doesn't affect me, whatever the fuck it was doing.
Okay. All right. So
Like covering with the shield, basically.
okay, so you basically obscure your vision behind your shield.
Yeah.
All right. This thing is now Leroy. And then, oh, he's just gonna dash.
Way too closely.
He can come back. He's fine.
He's got a spawn point. He's good.
You are tiny. Bring him to the guillotine.
Ah, chosen undead.
Chosen.
Good respawn on the fireball.
All right.
Bonfire.
All right. So that will be him. All right. This thing is. She's just gonna get in close. And as she leans down and she goes, looks to you, River, if you don't mind. She's going
Get
to.
it.
She's gonna raise one of her claws and then she's going to make a bite attack. Or
With the claw? Oh, man. Biting with the claw.
Catch these hands, bitch.
oh, it bites and then makes 2 claw attacks. So she's just gonna slap it twice and then
Dragon
this
ain't no
gets
joke.
I hope it's fucked.
I hope he's a damage sponge so we can watch him suffer for like at least a turn.
Yeah.
Just be mauled by a dragon for the next 10 minutes.
I will make a pelt out of this fucking thing.
So all of those hit.
Of course it would.
It's a dragon. I would be upset if it missed.
So
Besides, it has advantage.
Little did you know that the dragon is nearsighted.
Just kill it. Just fucking kill it. I don't care if it's still the kill. I just kill it. I'm angry at this thing.
How this be? Me am to have killed you. No, Yeti, it is me to am who now kill you.
Wait, what?
So as she basically, as she raises one of her claws, she goes, boom, boom, and then basically does 70 points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
This thing is still alive. Fuck you.
No,
Rivers is standing next to her.
it is
Yeah, give it the old 1 too.
still
He's taken
alive.
almost 200 damage from just the dragon.
Good thing we left.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It cost a lot. And I gained a lot.
Yeah,
I'm happy.
and Lionel's that fucking asshole in the back. You hear that, boy? You didn't need to buy that.
And then
Don't
she's
even
going
need
to-
it. Eat it.
and
Oh.
she's just gonna wing beat back to her original space. And she looks at the rest
Making
of you.
River flying away and slam against the wall and die.
God damn it, Kashaladara.
And she looks at the
Oh,
rest
God.
of you and says, have fun. So, end of her turn. Gar.
Alright, Gar's gonna use his free action to turn to the party. If it looks at you, close your eyes! And he's gonna like go towards it, the Yeti as close as he possibly can towards his head.
Garu fucking Fred Flintstone Hanna-Barbera runs over to it.
Alright.
I didn't want to intentionally use this, but you're gonna get what you're owed. He's gonna whip out the pistol and fire 2 silver bullets in his head.
Okay.
I'll pull out my
Make
gun.
two attack rolls using your dexterity modifier.
Yeah. That's a natural 20.
Okay.
And I pull out my gun.
Do I roll that damage first or what?
Yes. Do that. We're gonna have to say yes on that.
Okay, I'm gonna find my D10. Give me 1 second.
Oh God.
Ooh. Okie dokie. Let's do this. That is a 9 plus 2, so that's 11.
All right, so 22.
What? All right, and I still. Yeah.
Because he rolled an
And I
natural
still have
20.
one more.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
still have one more attack. Oh.
by the way,
Yeah.
as you fire these 2 shots, in the split second of being able to hear the reverberations and clearly see each individual that's in front of you, this thing is fucking ugly as fuck. But, Garo, make a perception check, please.
This is
With
what it
my
all
negative-
look like.
Make
With my negative 10 or what?
make an echolocation check.
I don't give a shit if this
So
is.
does that mean no negative 10 or just flat?
If you try to throw us the bullshit of it's a female creature and it's pregnant and protecting his babies. Fuck you! I'm gonna kill.
No,
I don't care.
This ain't no folly of man. Fuck this thing.
It's important. Just it's a flat. Don't.
Okay. I got an 11.
11.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So continue your second attack.
Here I go with my gun again. Oh, that's a. Hold on. Plus my dexterity modifier?
What is your dexterity modifier, Boo?
Plus 2.
Okay,
2.
so then add your dexterity.
Okay, good, because I got a dirty 21.
All right, that will also hit.
Okie dokie.
So dirty. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that is a 3 plus 2. That's 5.
All right. So, plus 5. Why did?
Also, what happened to the music?
That's what I was wondering about.
Yeah.
Even the music is very interested in what's going to happen to this Yeti.
So,
It's like a car wreck. You just can't look away.
His name is now.
I can't even look at all.
Oh.
His name is now Spaghetti the Yeti, as that's what he'll turn into after this.
No. Chunky salsa.
Mmm.
Salsa.
all right. So, as you shoot and fire, you definitely know those bullets connected. Much like no possible way, point blank, but they did connect.
Good. Anything else, or
That's all you know.
did I see how beautiful this thing was?
It is gross and ugly. Moob everywhere. Bloody moob.
Its moob is like fucking like Assassin's Creed Unitying right now. When you shoot it, its moob like floats
Yeah,
for 5
just-
seconds.
I take it all back. You're all beautiful.
It's like watching his body ragdoll and put up a curtain of his own flesh.
All right.
No. Ooh.
All right. So, that end the end of Garo. Lionel, you're all the way in the back.
That's fine. I only need to be 90 feet for this. I only need to be 90 feet to cast Chromatic Orb at 4th level.
All right. So go ahead and make a ranged spell attack.
19 to hit.
That will hit.
Wonder if you fuckers like a Witch Bolt a little bit more, except in ball form. Unlimited power!
So as the ball leaves your hand, you guys hear the electrical buzzing behind you guys as it floats over this guy and then goes straight down and hits him. So go ahead and roll damage.
Fucking piece of shit, 68, here I go.
Surprise rounds, man.
I'm so fucking sick of your shit, Yeti.
Fucking red Yeti.
Out of your shit.
Use Saskatchewan.
8, 9, 10. That's 2. 16!
16.
Yeah!
Hold on. So 10 plus 16 plus 3, 4. So 7 plus 7. That's 33 points of electric damage.
How shall you slay?
Yeah!
Yeah.
Lionel fucking like traps the ball around this thing's head. The ball lifts up the body, and you watch as this thing begins to pull, squash, and stretch and rip apart. Except it doesn't come back to the same piece as before, like Lionel saw. Instead, it just explodes into viscera.
As such,
And Lionel Black Adam floats back down from the sky.
You guys see, as this thing is being shocked to all hell from its head, you see it just open up from the electricity and just viscera everywhere below your feet.
Lionel looks over at Helena. That's what happened to me during that whole time. So yes.
Luckily, you're not
So yes, Helena, I have a lot to work out.
Luckily, you're not dead, though, so I'll take it.
Alright. So, you guys successfully kill what was once a sleeping blood Yeti. It is now blood.
A pile of red goo.
And some
He died as he lived, red.
All the giblets are sparking and jumping like Mexican jumping beans from the electricity.
Are there any claws around of that thing?
We will find out about that next week.
Okie dokie.
Next time.
Holy
Just
fuck,
staring.
Lionel brought
God.
someone back to life.
Dude.
Alright.
Oh,
So
We're just staring at this corpse for a week.
so that being said, hey everyone, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you guys for stopping by, and very interesting night.
Somebody
Lionel.
died.
Lionel's smile slowly returns, humanity restored.
First player death in the campaign. That is
Yay, restored.
The funniest fucking thing is the player that always complains about no deaths.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
all right. So
It wouldn't have happened if you didn't say anything.
I am a fair player.
So, that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully we will see you all next Sunday. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bon voyage, Power Bottoms.
Hit him with the double tap.